and welcome to Federico Talks Watches, now renamed to Federico Wants Watches. Anyway, one of the last videos I made before I joined Watch You Want was the 5 things I love about the Seiko SKX. And of course, I usually come out with a part 2, which are the 5 things I hate about the Seiko SKX, kind of part of my love and hate series. And I never made that second part of that video, and everybody's been kind of hounding me in my emails. So I didn't want to leave you hanging, so today we're going to talk about the 5 things I hate about my Seiko SKX. Now let me preface by saying I love my Seiko SKX, but it certainly isn't a perfect watch. Now hate may be a strong word, so it should probably be 5 things I dislike about the Seiko SKX. But overall, the Seiko is a fantastic watch, and it's one of the cheaper watches in my collection, and I really do love it. It gets a ton of wrist time. And in fact, if you guys want to buy the Seiko, check out the link in the description below. It's an Amazon affiliate link. That way you can buy the watch, and of course, I get a little bit of a kickback, full disclosure. But of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. Now today I'm wearing my Reverie. I've reviewed this watch on this channel. It's a little micro brand out of Singapore, but it's got that beautiful blue guilloche dial. It's 42 millimeters and it's running on a Miyota. I didn't know I was making this video today, or I would have worn my SKX, but me and Tim just kind of thought this up in the last second because we didn't want to let some of my viewers down. So here it goes. Now the first thing I dislike or hate about the Seiko SKX is, of course, the crystal. It is what Seiko calls hard lux. So it is not sapphire, it's a hardened mineral crystal. Now you guys might think, well, I don't like it because it scratches. No, that's not the case at all. The hard lux is actually held up pretty well. I hate it because it's very flat and it's a fingerprint magnet. I mean, the watch always looks a little foggy. All the dirt just kind of sticks onto the crystal. Is that to do with the hard lux material or the shape? I'm actually not too sure, but regardless, it's definitely one of the things that irks me about this watch. The second thing I really hate, and this is actual hate, about the Seiko SKX is the bezel and chapter ring alignment. It's a luck of a draw. Some of them come aligned, some of them don't align quite right. And you can't really send it back to Seiko because they'll say, well, that's within our tolerances. Now, I was one of the unlucky chaps that got a misaligned bezel and chapter ring. At the end of the day, I don't really use the bezel, but it kind of just pisses me off just a little bit whenever I kind of look at it. I've grown to kind of ignore it, and it's fine because I love the color scheme, but man, do I wish that bezel would align properly with the chapter ring. Ugh, just one of those things, you know? And of course, the third thing, and this is very common, is the Seiko Caliber. Now the caliber, or the movement inside this watch, the 7S26 movement, is not manual winding or hacking, nor is it very accurate. Now I'm okay with the lack of accuracy. It's only a $200 watch and it's very reliable, so that's fine. But boy, do I wish it was manual winding. The fourth thing, and this is a little one, but it still kind of irks me a little bit, is the fact that the crown is unsigned. It's a completely blank crown. Now yes, I know the watch isn't a luxury watch. It's not particularly expensive, but come on, guys, how hard is it to stamp the crown with the patented Seiko S? I think it would have been a little nice touch. And there's a ton of great touches on the watch already. If you haven't seen it, check out my video on the 5 things I love. I go through them, link in the description or link right up top as well. It's a watch full of details, so why didn't they stamp the crown? I don't know, but I kind of wish they had. And number 5, and this is controversial, but by far the thing I dislike the most, is how popular the watch is on social media. All over watch groups, watch forums, Instagram, there's pictures all over the place. Now this speaks to the caliber of watch. It's an awesome watch for the price, everybody loves it, and I get that. But I'm just so sick of seeing Seiko SKX pictures everywhere. Now I think everybody should own one, so it's a double-edged sword, but I'm just so tired. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's no way to get around that. People love their SKX. I love it, but it's a personal gripe. I'm sick of looking at them. You know, I just want to get to the more interesting or more uncommon stuff simply because I've seen so many of them. Well, anyway, guys, those are the 5 things I dislike or hate about my Seiko SKX. What do you think? Leave a comment in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to watch me more regularly, you have to follow me at Watch You Want. That's my new home where me and my good friend Tim Masso are updating it every day with quality watch content. The link to that YouTube channel is in the description below. It is called Watch You Want, as I said, and I'd love to see you guys there. Thank you so much for sticking around for another episode of Federico Talks Watches, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Probably on Watch You Want. Take care.